Not every disappearance becomes a headline. Some are quietly filed away, marked unresolved, and sealed behind layers of redaction. But inside the FBI's archives lie cases that agents could not explain, vanishings with no evidence, no trail, and no logical possibility. These are the disappearances that defy the official story, cases the Federal Bureau of Investigation could never close. Tonight we open the files that were never meant to see the light of day. Scattered across national parks, small towns, and major cities, the FBI began to track disappearances that followed strange and impossible patterns. Individuals vanished without a sound, leaving behind clues that only deepened the mystery. In one case, a child disappeared from a family picnic. The search went on for days. Weeks later, his shoes were found, neatly placed side by side on a rock face 10 miles from where he was last seen. In another, a woman's jacket was discovered, perfectly folded, at the base of a tree in an area that had been searched dozens of times. These weren't isolated incidents. They were part of a pattern. The official reports list the cause of disappearance, unknown, but the files tell a different story. And then there are the reports of individuals reappearing, but in locations that make no logical sense. A file from the late 70s details a college student who went missing during a solo hike. Search and rescue combed the area for a week, finding nothing. Then a sheriff's department 300 miles away filed a report. The student had walked into their station, disoriented but unharmed. He had no memory of the past week and couldn't explain how he traveled such a distance without a car, money, or any signs of having been on the road. The FBI's official conclusion was inconclusive. The case was quietly closed, another anomaly buried in the archives. What connects these impossible journeys? In many of these files, the witness statements directly contradict the official conclusions. Hikers near a disappearance site reported seeing strange, silent lights moving in the sky, maneuvering in ways no known aircraft could. Campers in another remote area heard persistent, low-frequency mechanical sounds emanating from deep within the forest where no machines existed. Locals near another vanishing reported seeing strange figures moving silently through the woods at dusk, described as unnaturally tall and thin. Yet when you look for these testimonies in the public-facing reports, they're gone, redacted, dismissed as unreliable, or hidden entirely. It begs the question, why remove information unless it pointed to something the Bureau didn't want investigated? Some case files mention specific physical evidence collected at the scene, photographs of unusual ground impressions, soil samples that contained unknown metallic elements, personal belongings that seemed to be deliberately arranged. Yet the official evidence logs often show these items as not recovered or lost in transit. We found instances where agents reported filing detailed paperwork that later disappeared from the system. Entire boxes of case notes went missing between field offices. It's as if entire investigative trails were not just abandoned, but systematically erased. This isn't just sloppy record-keeping. This is a deliberate removal of evidence. Digging deeper, we found internal memos that suggest a pattern of suppression. In several files, agents expressed deep frustration over direct orders to halt investigations just as they were making progress. One agent, working on a cluster of disappearances in Oregon, was abruptly reassigned to a desk job in a different state. Another left cryptic notes in the margins of a report, suggesting interference from a department he referred to only by a code name. These weren't agents who gave up. These were agents who were stopped. These hints suggest the disappearances weren't simply ignored, they were actively covered up. One of the strangest patterns emerges when you map these cases geographically. They are not random. Disappearances cluster in very specific zones, often in remote regions of national parks. We're talking about areas around old, abandoned mining tunnels, geological anomalies like cave systems or forgotten Cold War-era infrastructure. The files show agents being warned away from these locations. Today, some of these cluster zones are officially designated as restricted areas. Public access is forbidden. No official explanation is ever given. Just a fence, a warning sign, and another layer of secrecy. Perhaps the most disturbing file we uncovered is the case of the returned individual. It describes a man who went missing from a crowded campground. An extensive search found nothing. 2 weeks later, he was found wandering on a road 5 miles away. He had no memory of what had happened to him. His clothes were perfectly clean. His shoes were dry despite weeks of heavy rain. He had no injuries, no signs of exposure. He was found in an area that search teams had already combed multiple times. The official transcript of his interview with the FBI is redacted in full. Every single line is blacked out. What did he say that was so sensitive it had to be completely hidden? In one partially declassified memo from a high-ranking official, an agent gives a summary of a series of unsolved vanishings. He wrote, "These cases share characteristics that cannot be attributed to any known individual or group. The patterns observed defy conventional criminal or accidental explanations." The rest of the page is blacked out, a solid block of ink hiding the rest of his assessment. What did he believe was responsible? What characteristics did he identify that were so far outside the realm of the known? So what really caused these disappearances? Are they just a collection of tragic, unsolved accidents and crimes? Or do the redacted files, the missing evidence, and the silenced agents point toward something else? A coordinated cover-up of something the FBI didn't or couldn't identify? The Bureau is tasked with finding answers, but in these cases it seems their true mission was to bury the questions. If the most powerful investigative agency in the world can't solve these cases, who can? The truth isn't missing. It's buried, and we're just getting started. If you're ready to uncover more forbidden archives and piece together the clues that have been hidden from the public, subscribe to the True Story Files. Let us know in the comments what you believe connects these disappearances. Thanks for watching.